this is going to be awkward.
So is it true, about you and Thanatos? Because he told me and I just said, whoa, but then everything made sense?
I'm sure whatever it is he said is completely true. Yes, Hypnos.
Whoa. Well, this is like a dream come true. I mean, how come you're always being so darn nice to me? But anyway, thanks.
Sure thing, Hypnos. Knock yourself out. Always wanted to ask you something, Father. Whose skull is that there on your shoulder? If it's not too personal.
I did not chronicle all Typhon's wretched offspring, boy. No one did. Some of them sit upon our shoulders now, lest we forget that things could easily have turned out rather differently, and much, much worse.
So these are just the remains of the spawn of the most hideous monstrosity of all time, which you and your brother slew. Got it. I guess putting the dead in their place is all part of the job. I can hardly imagine what it was like before you and the Olympians took charge.
You're better off. Enough of this, boy. Even mortals know better. I don't want your nectar or ambrosia or whichever offerings. You owe me no such thing, and I shall not accept it any longer. In fact, here. You shall take all of it back.
Why? It's just nectar, Father. Lighten up. I get that you're surly about everything, but please at least try toward decency with me. If not for me, then for Mother.
How dare you lecture me? I mean... Look, as you told me yourself, there's no changing what already transpired. And our memories are warnings. When you have lived as long as I have, you come to understand your weaknesses.
What are you getting at? You're just going to give up, stick with what's comfortable for you instead of making any real effort at making peace with your son.
Listen to me. My attempts at making peace are going to be rather subtle for your tastes. I cannot change the past, and there is only so much I can do about the future. I tell you this because I shall not lie to you again. That much, I swear.
All right. Well, it's a start. Hey, Orpheus, you know I once wrested this bottle of ambrosia from the champions of Elysium, defeating them 2 against 1, just so I could bring it here to you personally.
Please, my friend. I feel I am undeserving of such a relentless show of kindness on your part. I shall accept, but you'll relent, won't you? As well as forgive me.
Mate, if that is your wish, then it will be my pleasure to oblige. Though may this gift symbolize the strength of our friendship for an eternity to come. I've learned so much from you.
Thank you, my friend. Would that I had capacity to take some joy from this.
I think I understand now, Nyx. You've been here longer than the rest of us combined. You've seen this house go through a lot. Even before Lord Hades took his place. I never should have doubted you.
To doubt is an important instinct, Megara. Without it, we could not conceive of better circumstances than the ones we know. Besides, I am the knight. Others shall always doubt me. You may doubt me again. I ask only that you heed well your intuitions from now on.
I will. I promise, Nyx. And if there's anything you ever need that I can do, well, please, just ask of me.
I do know where to find you, Megara.
Moaning and groaning. Here's the catch of the day. Till next time. Do you have to work with Hypnos pretty closely as part of your job, Dusa? Feels like I've been running into him a lot lately.
Mr. Hypnos, I have trouble getting through to him, I think. He gives me plenty of advice. It isn't really why I talk to him. I only talk to him when I don't have a lot of other choice, I guess.
I'll just keep talking to him so no one else has to. Should check the garden.
This garden may not have all the varieties available up on the surface, though it's coming along rather nicely, I should say.
And it smells fresh, too.
Somebody raised you very well indeed, my son. Nyx, I suppose. I'll never be half the mother she is. She's done it for eons, while I'm only getting started.
For what it's worth, I happen to think you're off to an excellent start. Nyx did teach me a lot. Achilles too, and father in a way. But there is no replacing your presence. I felt that before we ever met, and now I know for sure.
Thank you, Zagreus. Let's hope you're right. I nurtured very many plants, at least. Of that I can assure you. Perhaps my gardening experience provided a bit of a head start on this whole mothering thing.
Perhaps I'm part plant. That's music. Hey, mate. Say Skelly, or should I say Skelemius? I happen to have a chat with somebody familiar with that name. Large, bull-headed fellow originally from Crete. You said you made it all up. What's going on?
Never said I made it up, pal. I just knew you weren't gonna believe me. I mean, look at me. I look like a captain of the Cretan Second Fleet to you?
I don't know. I've never met one. Do they all just stand around doing nothing?
Well, sounds like somebody's never had to lead like 50 or something sailors in a voyage across the sea in a Minoan galley with nothing but the stars to guide them. What do you think the captains do, pull the oars?
Wait, what about Hermes? He gave me the impression you might have been somebody else. Nobody in particular, not some great sea captain.
What is it with you gods talking behind the backs of all your friends, boyo?
Don't change the subject.
Don't change the subject!
Ah. You know, Skelly, I still cannot entirely get over that whole permanently kill you stunt you pulled on me. You had me deeply worried for a while, all for just a laugh.
Yeah, that's right. Not exactly much to do here, in case you hadn't noticed recently. Good thing I'm able to stay occupied with intellectual pursuits.
That's what you call it, then? In any case, I did want to make sure. You sure that you're alright having to stand around like this?
You kidding, pal? This is the life. Imagine getting paid to stand around and being pals with you.
Well, great, I guess. Could use the fists. Talos. Done. Demeter.
Yeah, that was nothing.
Ready.
Why am I never proud of you? Don't take it personally, boy. I'm never proud of anything. Pride is perhaps our family's worst trait. See how many mortals are with us because of it.
A little pride's alright.
Not one once has your Lord Father thanked me for delivering vast portions of his clientele. Surely you shall be more grateful for my gifts.
That's what you get. Am I interrupting something? I'm in.
Stop right there. Happiness riches.
What do I get? Hey, mate. Say,
Never said.
I don't know.
Well,
Wait, what?
what is it with you?
Don't change this.
Don't change this.
You know, Skelly.
Yeah, that's.
That's what you call.
You kidding?
Well, great, I guess. Could use the fists. Ready.
How many times must I explain this, boy? Each pact of punishment needs to be properly signed and sealed and filed, rather than pile up.
Not even the Pact of Punishment can stop me.
Not once has your Lord Father thanked me for delivering vast portions.
This is my fight. Am I interrupting something? More. New styles for the Twin Fists. Feeling good.
Thanatos, isn't that right? A real broody sort. Sometimes I think maybe I ought to just invite him to a feast, but then what if he cools the whole thing down, makes everybody kind of you know?
Hate to be ungrateful here. Not now. You've been waiting for this, haven't you?
It pleases me to know, young man, that you and Dionysus have been getting on so well. He could use a level-headed friend, and you could use my blessing. You think you can just walk away from here?
Father.
Back to the lowest depths with them.
Whichever god I don't pick won't be pleased.
Neutrality was not an option here. Did I do something to deserve this, man? Because I thought that we were getting on just fine. Better than fine, but this?
Well, that's that.
Can't stay mad about you, Zag. And to be honest, why, I wasn't that mad to begin with. I just thought I'd shake your branches up a bit.
I'd like to see more options.
Trespasser,
Who should I give this to? For the house. Hard to see in all that red. That's a bite. It's a Skillis ion.
Can see. Are those the twin fists that you bear, young Sprout? I once made ample use of them myself, if you'll imagine it. Wielding the cold since has been adequate for me, but you... May you put them to work as I once did.
Should come in useful. Hello.
Murder.
Not good. Where'd the others go? Got to keep going. Keepsakes hold power. Should help. So much for Tartarus. And check. Be there soon, Lemmy. sharpen my senses. Come on, then. Thank the gods. Just what I need. All aboard. The barge of death is always here for me. Hello there, Dionysus. Good stuff. Hey, I know this one.
Look, Orvie.
Hey, you're singing in the blood after all, Orpheus. Thank you for taking my request.
Oh, it is certainly my pleasure, Zagreus. This song of Eurydice's and mine, I've a connection to it, I suppose. Reminded me of some fond memories.
Till next time.
Take care.
Not authorized.
Since you're timing yourself, in case you haven't noticed, it doesn't count against you when we stop to have these chats. Insisted on that little rule myself.
Can't do that. Why, Lerner, you are looking positively fabulous, I have to say.
sense.
Can't do that. Got you.
You got it, man.
No more heads. Yes. The dead must have it pretty good up here. Dead. Time to fix up these fists. Daedalus power. Long spears.
Thanks to you, young man.
Really, man? After everything we've been through together, this is the gratitude I get.
Sorry, Dionysus, mate.
laugh there, Zag. What was it I was going on about before?
No, it's the butterfly chamber. I'll keep my soul for now, thanks. Should fetch me something. I got one. Another sea mare. Cheers, mate. Good for the health.
And then, when that
Hey, that's Achilles, isn't it?
told me to do it, I swear. Were it not for you, Pat, I don't even like to think about what I'd have done. The war would have gone differently then, I suppose.
Why, look who. I thought we might run into you, but how strange to see you face to face out here, lad. To see this place myself, I still can't quite believe any of this.
He really can't. Though I keep telling him it's true. Nothing's accomplished without risk, isn't that so? But we of course have you to thank, stranger. Our troubles needn't have been your concern.
Nonsense, sir. You're my friend. And Achilles. I don't know where I would even be if not for you.
Well, no need to get emotional, is there? We Myrmidons, we're not the sentimental type. Achilles is simply on break, is all. From a demanding job. You've a demanding job as well, so here, my customary gift. Very well.
Thank you. Splitters. business. Any other boons for me? Which boons are going to be? Big crowd, huh?
Ready yourself, Asterius, my friend, for our most hated enemy has come to challenge us again before this loving crowd.
I don't understand this place at all. How is it you're still champion after all this time? After losing repeatedly and often, I mean.
What would you know of it? There's more, much more to being a champion than empty victories. It is a way of thought, a bearing, a certain dignity which you shall never have. They know our victory is certain here. You unwelcome pustule, I shall run you through. There, demon!
Positively, man.
That was for you, good shade. One last stop. Thank you. Lucky find. Should be useful. can get me out of here. Could use the rod of fishing there. Mine. Victory. Why not? All these tunnels. Try this way. It is already. Olympus, I accept this message.
Goes down smooth.
Thank you, mate. Let's see what else.
After deliberating briefly, Cerberus concludes that yes, he shall accept the sack.
Thanks, boy. You're looking very stately there, Father.
Let us see if the support you're getting from Olympus amounts to anything of use. Clean your chambers so ferociously.
Too busy ransacking through your domain. Sorry. Sisyphus.
Your Highnesses, your handiwork, I take it, Brother Zeus. Here. Drunkard's power means nothing to me. Let's do this again.
I did it. In my father's name.
So complicated is the path to the well-hidden cottage of Persephone that surface-walking Zagreus, on this particular occasion, sadly zigs instead of zags, plummeting from off a precipice into most familiar waters.
Wonder if I can get out even faster. Achilles.
How goes it?
Sir, you're back. How was it in Elysium? Was everything all right?
It went well, lad. As well as I could have hoped. Better than I might have feared. Hey, don't take Patroclus calling you stranger personally, all right? He has less charitable terms for those he doesn't care for.
Come on, Achilles, I want details here. What happened with you two, if you don't mind?
Well, thankfully, your efforts meant that no words really needed to be said when I arrived. He simply said my name. Then we just were. Two souls, together in one spot. The way shades linger. It looks mournful, right? But it isn't always.
That's wonderful to hear. He seemed uplifted in your presence. You must have lots of catching up to do.
Lots of making up for lost time. And finally we have some time to spare. It's odd, because so many of my memories of him are from a time of war. Now we can make new memories, in peace. Anyway, see you out there again sometime, I hope.
Count on it, sir. Achilles, next time you're in Elysium, I thought this might be something you'd enjoy. That you might share.
Ambrosia. Well, I'm honored, lad, truly. Although it's I who ought to be bestowing thoughtful gifts upon you for what you've done for me, not the other way around. And I happen to have one here, on Pat's and my behalf.
You have a chthonic companion, and you're giving it to me?
Zagreus, you altered one of my own pacts without so much as seeking my consent, undoing terms that were agreed upon. Do you intend to undermine everything in this house, boy? Or only me?
Only you, father. Good thing I've inherited some of your fate-given authority, being your son and all. Otherwise, some of your most loyal subjects would be bound by exploitive terms for eternity.
Terms that they chose themselves. Terms to the benefit of this house. What if Achilles were to leave his post for the green pastures of Elysium? What then?
You could find a replacement, but it's a pointless question anyway because he's here. He isn't leaving. He might even do better at his job now that he has increased ability to step away from it.
A naive hope at best. The more you step away from your responsibilities, the less you shall want anything to do with them.
Not if those responsibilities matter.
Hello. I was just thinking of you, Zagreus.
That's too good a deal to pass up. Here's the catch of the day. Or night. Totally worth it.
I have everything here well under control, Highness.
I saw Achilles with Patroclus in Elysium next. They're free to be together now, thanks to you. If only you could have seen them.
Oh, I can see them, my child, and I have. And it pleases me Achilles has earned some degree of respite from his servitude, for all his loyalty to our house. For what you have done for him, thank you.
Father isn't going to be thrilled I've let him out of a binding pact.
Your father is committed to his rules, and you released Achilles from his pact according to those rules. There is not much that even he can do about it, save to have Achilles sign again.
Don't Don't see Achilles doing that anytime soon. Excellent.